What sucks about Tampa? Tell me.
Too many people are moving.
Yeah, it's overcrowded.
Too many people are moving here.
Rent's going up.
Is that true, or are some of these people here right now? You're like, oh, I just got here. What the fuck? Oh, I thought the South was supposed to be friendly. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Who knew you wouldn't be pro-immigration here?
My husband became a citizen this morning of the United States.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. That's a very exciting announcement. Half these people just said, get the fuck out of Tampa. And then the moment you made it personal, we're like, yay! Another one! You fucking liars! That's the whole fucking thing! It's a real human being! I want you to remember that moment for the rest of your goddamn lives. Where were you before?
Russia, then Canada, then here.
Wow. And so you like this more than Canada?
Me? Yeah, sure.
Was that the whole test? They were like, all right, question number 1. You like here more than Canada? Oh yeah, sure, yeah. What did you have to do? What was the test?
A bunch of questions that a lot of us would not know the answer to.
Okay. Okay, who was the guy that earlier when it was said Tampa, someone said, get the fuck out? Yeah? What's your name? Mike. Okay. Mike, can you play ball with me for a second? Okay, Mike. Tell me one of the questions, and we want to see if Mike's going to get it.
Your U.S. representative for where you live, specifically.
Real quick, how many of these do you have to get right to pass?
There's 100 questions you have to memorize. They're going to ask you 10. You have to know up to 6. They're only going to ask you 10 out of the 100.
Okay, so Mike, you're already down 1. If you lose 3 more, you have to go to Russia. We agree? We're all set? Okay, good. Give me another question, sister.
I don't remember him now.
You lucky son of a bitch. You just forgot them all immediately?
One time.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's how you know you're a real American. Now you don't have any fucking idea. You mastered the American education system. You memorize a bunch of shit, you forget it immediately after, and then you judge other people for not knowing it. Do you remember any of the other questions on your citizen test?
Oh my god, I quizzed them for half a year. Yeah, I know all the answers. I typed them all.
Okay. I'm glad you know the answers. What I'm looking for, like the opposite of Jeopardy, where instead of the answers, I want the question. Do you remember one more of the questions?
Name one person that signed the Declaration of Independence.
Mike? Name one person who signed the Declaration of Independence.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay. You're like, yeah, that sounds old-timey enough. Benjamin Washington's son. Well, probably. There's a good chance. Okay, all right, that was an easy one. First one was tough, second one was easy. One more.
Name one author of the Confederacy Papers.
Ooh. All right, then listen, I changed the rules. If you get this one wrong, you're going to fucking Moscow tonight. Name one person, one of the people who wrote the Federalist Papers. Which one?
One of y'all are wrong. It might be him.
What? Is it Confederacy Papers? The what? Confederacy Papers. Article. Oh no, I'm going to Moscow. What the fuck? Oh, I fell into my own trap. Oh man. Articles of the Robert E. Lee? No. Not the Confederacy you like, Mike. We're talking about a different one. That one came later. This was back when all of America thought slavery was okay. I'm very happy to be here. I'm from New York. It's good, it's good. I get a lot of my material just from existing there. Like, this is a true story. I was on the train once in New York. There was a couple across from me. The man said to the woman, "What do you want to do for dinner?" And I swear to God, the woman said, "I think that lanky Jew is listening to our conversation." I am Jewish. Well, my name is Gianmarco Soresi. It's like my parents knew the Nazis were coming back. And I don't make a big deal out of being Jewish unless I'm losing an argument with a person of color. Because I worry that I reinforce a lot of negative Jewish stereotypes. Like I'm neurotic. Obviously, I'm cheap. But I'm also a bad driver. And I'm not saying it's true, but we all know that being a bad driver is more of an Asian stereotype. So listen. I like to believe that when I'm swerving all over the road, every racist driver behind me is like, "Why didn't you learn how to drive, you fucking Jew?" What if the world's more complicated than I once thought? If Jews can't merge lanes, how can they run the world? It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, Jews do not run the world. We would if we could, but we don't recruit. That's Christians. They're the ones running up to everyone, Bible in hand, like, "Have you heard the good news?" You're never going to see a Jew shuffle up to an uncircumcised guy with a scalpel like, "Have you heard the bad news?" But maybe we need to start recruiting. Because I was recently performing in Houston. I was on stage. I said, "I'm Jewish." Someone in the audience went, "Yuck." But joke's on him. That's Hebrew for great job. I do worry about this recent spike we've had in anti-Semitism. Because anti-Semitism is literally the backbone for, like, a lot of my jokes. It doesn't feel good as a comedian to make fun of a group when that group is already being mistreated by the rest of society. That's why we'd all feel uncomfortable if I started making jokes at the expense of black people, or at the expense of trans people. But if I shit on Italians, nobody give a damn. Nobody give a damn. Because they're fine. They're not being mistreated by the police. Most of them are the police. That's why you get fired for doing blackface. But if I'm like, "It's a me, Mario," what? Am I going to lose a gig in New Jersey? I don't give a fuck. I just feel like if white people would stop complaining all the time about cancel culture and actually fought for racial equality, then all of us could do the Chinese accent again. My dad still does it. Every time we go to this restaurant in our neighborhood, my dad, he does this entire order in a full Chinese accent. And I know I should tell him to stop, but it's the only time I see him happy. So I don't have the heart to tell him that it's an Indian restaurant.
You guys scared about AI at all?
Yes.
Who said yes? Yeah? What are you scared of?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
What kind of artist?
Like everything, but printmaking is my main medium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That probably makes so much sense. Sorry.
No, so what is that, what kind of prints do you make? Like, you carve them and then you print them on a shirt? What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, I do like screen printing, so like Andy Warhol-esque. That's what he did. Lithography, intaglio. Yeah, lots of big words. They probably mean nothing to how these people.
Yeah, I'm sure ChatGPT will figure it out. Do you feel nervous, or do you think?
I'm also a teacher, so.
Well, so at least you have that to fall back on financially.
They use it a lot, and then they use it for their art too. But a lot of AI art is actually stolen from other artists and like generated.
Sure, like you stole from Andy Warhol. I'm just joking. I support the arts. Are your prints available anywhere?
Yeah.
Just give it a plug.
Oh my gosh, follow me on Instagram. It's Haley Tokiko, HALEYTOKIKO.
I'm sure we'll all remember that. No, you message me tonight, I'll put it on my Instagram. And I want all you fuckers to follow, you understand? Okay? Her career has 3 weeks left. You need to support her now! I'm not optimistic about the future of AI, but I do feel good about live entertainment, because I feel like the whole goal with ChatGPT and all that stuff, it's perfection. It's getting it right. And that's not what you come here for. Perfection is not entertaining. What would you rather see? A robot sink a free throw 100% of the time, or a seal try? I don't know. I think it's overblown. I think a lot of what the tech people, they say, they're hype men. You know, they always say all this shit that it's going to change everything, and then a lot of it falls flat, or it's not as good. I hear all that stuff where people freak out. They go, "Oh, it's gonna spread misinformation. AI is gonna just make a lot of misinformation." And I'm like, we don't really need AI's help to spread misinformation. Okay, my dad thinks Hillary Clinton's a lizard because someone photoshopped a zipper onto her forehead. We don't need advanced technology to fool this dumb motherfucker. That's why I can't. It's spreading this. I think more people. I think what the news, the media, they get more worried about is just competitors when it comes to social media. I hear all that stuff where they go, TikTok is brainwashing children. TikTok is brainwashing the youth. I'm like, yeah, I don't think Mein Kampf was a TikTok. You know what I mean? Oh, thank God Hitler didn't have access to Instagram Reels. What would he have done? He would have cyberbullied even more Jews than he already did. It's just different mediums. I mean, Joseph Goebbels was an influencer, if you want to think of it that way. I saw a guy, there's this guy in Times Square, and he's been there since I moved to New York, and he wears silver face paint and clothes, and he just does the robot. All day. You see him? Yeah. Just does the robot. Better than this, but not that much better than this, to be honest with you. And I used to feel bad for him because he doesn't make a lot of money, but then I realized that's the only job truly safe from artificial intelligence. I mean, no one wants to see a robot do the robot. That's completely redundant. Sometimes my girlfriend sees me, she's like, "What are you working on?" "Job security, sweetheart. Now go out and find me some silver pants somewhere, please." I think one of the reasons where artists
they feel so nervous is because I feel like this is a real, just an existential threat in a way that artists haven't had to deal with in quite some time. Like if you're a coal miner, and I know none of you are here tonight. I know my fan base, and it's more theater kids than blue collar work. But if you're a coal miner, you've dealt with existential threats before. You've had to deal with alternative energy sources, new technology that does your job better than you. You had to deal with a bunch of liberals being like, we need to close all the coal mines. And then when they were like, oh, this is our job, we're like, then get a new job, you evil fucking coal miner. With it, and they figure shit out. But now all my artist friends, many of whom are those same liberals, they're worried about AI, and they're like, someone needs to help fight AI, and I'm like, I'll tell you who's not going to help. All those coal miners who told me to get a new job a couple years ago. In fact, they're the ones like digging the coal into the chat GPT. They're like, why don't you learn how to do the robot, you liberal cock? Do you have divorced parents? No. You just f***ed up for other reasons. Any family drama?
My sister went. She played a different sorority than my mom.
Whoa! Your life seems easy breezy compared to mine. I said, do you have any family trauma? And if you didn't hear, he said that his sister pledged to a different sorority than his mom. What am I doing up here? Okay. All right, help me understand. I don't know a lot about sorority life. So that's your mom. What was your mom's sorority?
Zeta Phi Beta.
Zeta Phi Beta.
And my sister plays Double Sigma Theta.
Hold on, I can't even keep track of the words. And okay, so but that's you're supposed to go to your mom's. And how did your mom take it?
She didn't show up to our probation.
Ooh! I like how we found like another little nugget along the way there. And how did your sister get the probation? Was it during the pledge week?
Yeah, me and my dad paid for it.
God damn.
It was serious.
Why did your sister do that? Was your sister mad at your mom, or did she just like...
It wasn't the cool thing at her university.
Oh, it wasn't the cool thing. What was your mom's sorority like? This is the Christian sorority. We have Sunday prayer.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah? Oh shit, it was a
They
party?
had public hazing in her time back then, so I don't know about that one.
Do you know what the hazing was? I mean, your mom's hazing, that was before like people... That's where they could just do whatever the fuck they wanted. You ever heard any stories about what they did to your mom?
I played fraternity too, so...
You played fraternity. What did they make you do?
We inspired to see, but don't condone hate.
Okay. They don't condone it now, but back when you did, they certainly did. And I would like to hear about those things. What did they do? Tell me. What do you mean you can't? What would you say? I know, I'm recording. Come on, it couldn't have all been, was it all illegal? There must have been some funny ones.
Broken arms.
Holy shit. How many arms did you have to break to get into the fraternity? Sure. I could. We'll be back to Maury after a break from these commercials. These are your parents.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah? Sure. Do you get along with your parents?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23 and you still get along with them.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
good.
I moved close to be by them.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah, that's why I'm the favorite.
So you got siblings? Are you the oldest, middle, youngest?
Youngest.
Youngest. Oh, okay. You're not the favorite. I'm the oldest. Did you get in fights with your siblings?
Yes.
Which one bothers you the most?
My older sister.
Your older sister?
She's the only one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does she do?
Makes money.
Yeah, I'm sure your parents hate that they don't have to support her anymore. What does your older sister do for work?
I don't know.
You don't even know? What do you do for work?
I'm an analyst.
It sounded like you added something to your original answer. Your mom keeps telling you to shut the up. What about you? You got a good family?
No.
No? That's why you sat front row. You're like, I need to talk to somebody about this shit. What's fucked up about your family?
What isn't?
What isn't? Worse than mine?
Well, yes.
Okay, someone else said yes. That's your best friend, and he knows, yeah?
Yeah.
What? Like you've known him since you were kids?
About 10 years.
About 10 years. So tell me.
When I was about 6, my mom disappeared in the night to become a prostitute in Wichita and get engaged to a drug dealer.
Yeah, look at this motherfucker now. Well, let me ask you this. Did your sister join the same sorority as her? What is going on with the phones? Are you good? 100%? Okay. If your phone makes one more noise, will you give me $20? Okay, good. I like this system. Now I want it to go off. I'm like, let's make this a good gig. Okay. I think now's a good time for the pre-show announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your phone on silent. Phones have existed for most of our entire fucking lives. If you still can't figure it out, you need to kill yourself after the show. You are not made for this modern society. You're not prepared for it. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, turn those ringers on max volume, please. Have you ever been through a bad breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
How? Did she break up with you or did you break up with her?
I broke up with her.
Okay. How did you do it?
She said she was gonna move to California for work.
Sounds like she broke up with you, but keep going. She's like, hey, this isn't working out. I'm gonna move to California. Well, I'm breaking up with you! Okay, so she said, I'm going to California.
It was more of a mental illness thing.
Oh, a mental illness thing. Oh, it's dark. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, okay. Mental illness, moves to California. I can only assume she became an actor.
No, she wanted to be a spiritual medium.
She wanted to be a spiritual medium. Okay, so this is mental illness depending on what you believe in. I like this, okay. So she wanted to be a spiritual medium. What made her believe that she had the abilities?
She stopped taking her meds.
Interesting, okay. So she stopped taking her meds, and then she, so what did you say? Were you like, let's take these again? What kind of meds? What kind of disorder are we talking about here?
I know she was on Lamictal, and another one.
Yeah. My therapist wanted me to take Lexapro, which, but then I looked at the bottle. One of the side effects is suicidal thoughts, which is the opposite of why I would take Lexapro.
Yep.
That's like if Viagra made your dick a vagina. So I get it. So she goes off it. She starts talking to spirits. But where did she go in California? Did she go to a place?
No, she never went.
Oh, she never went. Oh, how dark is this going to get?
It's very dark.
Oh shit, it's going to all the way dark?
She did not interpret reality as
I see.
one realm.
I see.
Yeah.
So then you were like, hey, I think we should see other people.
Like you're in a couple different realities, so this shouldn't be too heavy, but
Sure. Was she like, yeah, I don't give a fuck? Or was she stressed about it?
at first, and then
Oh God.
later on, she was like, I fucked up.
Oh, did she go back on the meds?
She did, yeah.
Oh.
Later on.
Woo! We're all wondering how far this spirit plane took us. We're like waiting for, then she flew with the spirits off a cliff in California. Thank God. So she's doing better now.
That I know of. She's
Sure.
she's back in this reality.
She's back in this reality. You're putting it very politely. I like it. You're like, you could have, any point you could have been like, she's a crazy fucking bitch. Different reality, you know, different. So what, are you dating now?
No, I'm married to another woman now.
Okay. And she's staying on her meds this time?
I am married to a therapist now.
Oh, shit. So she's at a different comedy show being like, my husband lives in different realities.
That's how I ended up here.
Yeah. Why isn't she here? I love therapists in the audience.
This is the bachelor party.
Oh, this is the bachelor party.
Yeah.
Who's, it's yours. Okay, did that story scare you at all? You don't even know what to expect.
So cute at that age.
Yeah. How long have you been, this is are you going to do strippers after this? Is this? We are such
I thought that's what you were.
Oh, you thought that's what I was? I mean, you did give me $20. It would only be fair. How long were you dating this woman before you proposed?
2010 we started and proposed 2014.
Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Don't worry, I'll follow up. I wasn't going to leave it there. I can count as well. You started dating in 2010. You proposed in 2014. You were in a coma for 6 years. Then the pandemic, and now the wedding.
I had brain surgery.
I was right! Don't get quiet on me, I was fucking right! I nailed that shit! Was it, you got the brain surgery just because people were like, you're getting married? You're crazy. Okay. First of all, this is the most fucked up table of all time. Yeah. This bachelor party is gonna end with all these guys crying. I don't know what happened to the rest of you, but like you are bonded by some kind of trauma over here. Okay, so you had brain surgery. We know it's a happy ending. So you mind if I ask a couple questions?
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, in 07, so that started in 07, so it was 10 brain surgeries, like, altogether, but,
Sure, just like, was the 10th one free? Listen, what I love about the story is, unlike your story, I know where it's going at the end, so I'm not too scared to continue asking questions. Yours, I was just like, uh-oh. So when was number 10?
2012?
About 2012.
2012?
Yeah. It's separate, yeah.
Wait! Your last surgery was 2012, then you met her, that's when, 2010?
Yeah, so she was...
And you proposed 2014?
Yeah.
So then, this blows up my whole theory! Okay, so all the brain surgeries happened before, then you proposed, and then what happened from 2014 to now?
So it was more, my brain kept going like back, like the seizures got worse on and off, so the seizures were messed up, whatever. And then, so I was like, I wasn't feeling good. I was getting depressed from it. So
Yeah.
it was more like, well, if I'm depressed, why are we going to get married?
Sure.
Those things. Then, she had 3 deaths in her family. Then COVID hit, and then...
You don't have to bring in her deaths too. Your story is plenty tragic enough. I don't need more.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Yeah, that's what happened. And then last year, she was like, why don't we just do it, make it happy? We're finally happy together. Like, everything's working. My seizures are feeling good. I'm not having seizures. Like,
Okay, good.
why don't we
Frankly, I'm feeling like I need to wrap up the show before you have one, because it's really going to put a damper into this entire thing.
Yeah, so...
But you haven't had a seizure in how long?
Well, actually, in April, my seizure medication was low, so I had seizures all spring and summer. And then the seizure medication started working again, so I raised it, and now I'm back to normal for now.
All right, let's applaud. Back to normal for now. Holy shit.
You glad you asked?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop talking to audience members for the rest of my life. That's a beautiful story. Now I know if I ever propose to my girlfriend how to get out of it after the fact. It's very hard to argue with my girlfriend because she's much more articulate. What'd you say?
What's my sign?
What's my sign? I don't believe in that shit. Okay, let me tell you. Listen, if we were outside and you said it, I'd be like, I'm a Leo. But in public, I have to be honest. I fucking hate astrology. What do you think my sign is?
Wait, hold on, wait.
What are you doing right now? What are you doing? Hold on, let me wait. What are you waiting for?
Are you a Taurus?
No! Guess again, I'll give you 2 more.
You said Leo the first time. You said Leo.
What is this, a council? Obviously, this is not a real thing. I'm Jewish. That's what I am. I'm Jewish. You would have known that on your first fucking guess. I had a roommate once, and he was gay. I feel like gay men they know how to judge my body the best because they're attracted to men and they also have the absolute lack of empathy that only a man can possess. And I asked him one day, I was prancing about. I said, "I'm in good shape, right?" And he was silent. I went to my room. I cried for like 2 hours, but then I resolved from that day forward I would wake up every morning. You laughed at the wrong part, and I'm very interested where.
My roommate looked at me because,
Oh wait, what has he asked you?
it was literally the body, and I was like,
So how did he phrase it? Was he like, would you?
it was more like, oh, what do you think? And I was like,
Oh my God! He's gonna hear that for the rest of his life. He's trying to go to bed right before he goes to sleep. He hears, ah! Are you doing anything about it or?
Taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time. Sipping on that White Claw. You're like, I switched from beers to White Claws, I'll tell you that. A lot of food issues. My girlfriend, she has the cilantro allergy. And I didn't know until our 3rd date. I took her to a Mexican restaurant, and she was like, she didn't order anything. And I was like, well, are you okay? And she was like, I have the cilantro allergy. And I was like, I wish you had told me. I never would have dated you. Do you have it?
I have many allergies.
You have many allergies. What else are you allergic to?
It's a list.
Go for it.
Gluten.
Gluten.
Dairy.
Dairy.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Tree nuts.
Tree nuts.
Shellfish.
So, your life sucks. Are you allergic to anything?
Dairy and tree nuts.
Don't have kids, guys. I think. What kind of life is it without tree nuts? Does that just cover a gamut of nuts?
Everything but peanuts.
That's kind of funny. That like even kids who are allergic to peanut, you're like, fucking loser. Enjoy your almonds, bitch. You're an OBGYN. Are you allowed to say any weird stories? Any weird thing that's happened to you?
One time, somebody put a candle in their vagina to make it smell nicer.
Does that work? What size candle are we talking here? Is this like a long dinner candle, like for a fancy night?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
This was a chode candle. Did she at least keep the wick out? So like a tampon. Now when she comes in, how is she walking in? I mean, can you tell by the way people are walking, you have a tough day ahead of you? One walks in like... And you're like, Bed Bath & Beyond? Right this way. So she comes in, and when you see it, are you don't let on that you're like, oh my.
Leave the mask on.
Before the mask, you'd be like, oh! That's an incredible story. You should tell that at every dinner party you go to. You're like, you think this candle's big? Let me tell you a story. You still listen to R. Kelly ever?
My mom's favorite song, Ignition.
Oh, Ignition.
Oh yeah.
You mean like to f*** to, or?
No. That's her like relaxing boat music.
That's what she tells you. She's like, that's why the boat was rocking, sweetheart. I was in my rocking chair listening to R. Kelly's Ignition. Your dad was pissed on her, I'll tell you that right now. You're like, Mom, why are you wet? I fell off the boat, sweetheart. Don't you worry about it. What do you think she's doing? A knitting needle to this song?
I don't want to know now.
What kind of music do you listen to? Do you like to put on if you're,
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, R&B.
R&B. So like mother, like daughter, I guess.
you two dating? What are you to each other?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up? Have you two ever hooked up? No. You see how quick that was? Is it frequent?
He lives a little far.
Yeah, I live in the mountains, so I'm visiting.
Yeah.
Oh, how deep in the mountains? you're very well dressed for a mountain man. She was done fucking you, like, get dressed, we're going to a comedy show, and you're like, I have no clothes. If he lived a little closer, would you be dating him?
Maybe.
No, that's not romantic at all. He's walking home like, okay, if I lived here, would you date me? Here, would you date me? What? Yeah, where are these mountains? Okay, don't worry, I will cover it. You don't date him, she's gonna fuck him next. She's like, I live close to the mountains. I don't mind a commute for some good.
Yeah, I live in the mountains, so I'm visiting.
What are these mountains?
It's a small town called Idlewild, and our mayor is a dog.
Okay, I understand how in theory it's cute that their mayor is a dog. But do you understand how that's a sign of a country in decline? Do you vote for the dog?
I moved there after.
You moved there after. You moved there after. Did the dog pass any major legislation while he was in office?
It's only better than anything Biden can do. So.
Whoa! I think the dog would like Biden. You know, he's real close to getting to all of his bones. How did this happen?
You're gonna feel bad though because the dog passed away.
Let me tell you something. I don't feel bad at all. To put it in dog terms, I don't feel bad one lick. If you told me that the mayor of New York City was a dog, I'd put it down myself. You understand?
I'm an EMT.
You're an EMT? Like, so you can do CPR? And how did you two meet? Did he give you CPR? That would be very romantic.
No, we don't.
Which?
Our first date, there's a car accident right next to us. So
And you were like, yes! And she's like, oh my God, what? Why are you smiling right now? You're like, because I'm gonna kiss 2 people tonight. Have you ever seen him in action?
Someone collapsed on our plane once, coming home from New York.
And what did he do?
He ran out. I couldn't see. I was all the way in the back of the plane.
You like, I've seen this shit before. Oh, God, I told you to leave work at home, sweetheart. We're on vacation. Here's the thing. I am my girlfriend's first, major relationship. She is my second. So sometimes she'll say stuff to me. Yeah. You're on the ride with me. I hear you. Oh. Yes, that's the feeling I'd like. Come to all my shows. You let everyone know what to feel. All these stuck-up white people over here, they're like, oh, we're supposed to feel aw, and then, oh. Thank you, I haven't felt anything in 10 years. I'm the worst audience member in the world. No offense. Are you in therapy?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Did you graduate, or was it a bad ending?
We were different. I don't like the judgment I just got.
No judgment here. I think therapists and their patients should be the exact same. It should be like a dog and their owner. You just kind of, which one is which? What does that mean, though? Give me a little more details.
I feel like to be vulnerable with your therapist,
you have to feel like a common link with them.
Sure.
And we just didn't have that.
Did you...
I was like trying to like calm things down for him.
So you were the therapist. Sounds like you had more in common than you actually thought. Did he fight back? Was he like, no, don't go? Or was he like, you're right?
He told me I should be a therapist.
That is a really bad sign. If a doctor's cutting you open for heart surgery, like, you know what? You should be doing this right now. My mom's dating. She went on a date with some guy from eHarmony. And isn't that funny? People just laughing at the idea of an older woman finding love. We're like, oh, good luck, sweetheart. Fuck you. She's still... That's your life? It's hard.
I didn't laugh because that's my fucking life.
Yeah? Do you mind, just to talk about it, would you say how your age?
53.
53. That's nothing. Okay, my mom's fucking 60. It's toast. Okay. She's also, you got some time. You got like 3 years to lock something down. You better hurry. You better start swiping right, sweetheart. There's no time. There's no time to be picky. What age are you willing to date right now? It's like a 50 to I'll go to but not maybe in a couple of years I'll have to settle, but just for now. Would you ever date someone younger than you?
Yes.
34?
Yeah.
You said you're going younger? Really? 34? That's too young.
Define dating.
She's like, I'll sit on anyone, sweetheart. Have you been on some bad dates? Damn, they're all just good? What are you saying? There's gotta be, because when you start dating at older age, you got fucking baggage. You gotta be like, do I meet the grandkids? What date? It's a lot more complicated. Baggage doesn't decrease as you get older. Tell me about a bad one. Then why are you here alone? Is that not the goal? I want all my fans to be in a relationship so they bring more people to my fucking shows. Get out there, lock it in. Do you want someone for dating? Do you want someone rich?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So rich, any age. Yeah. Do you have kids?
I do.
Do you tell them about the dating? Like, do you overshare?
No.
No. Then you're not my mom. I asked my mom. I said she went on this date, her first date at eHarmony. I was like, hey, how'd it go? And she was like, let's just say we're physically compatible. And I was like, let's just say fine next time. How about that? That's all the information I need. And then she asked me, she was like, how's your girlfriend? I was like, well, she's a squirter, but we're keeping afloat. What do you do for work?
I'm a CNA.
What's that?
Whoop whoop. Like basically a glorified chambermaid.
A glorified chambermaid. That's what you went whoop whoop for? Did you mean poop poop? A nurse? Okay. Nurse assistant. And
I'm an RN.
Yes.
well, okay. Okay. Well, we got to applaud for fucking everybody. Okay. If they're really good, they'd be at work right now. There's people dying while they're laughing over here. I know. Okay. Okay. So what's the definition? What's CNA?
CNA, certified nurse assistant.
And you are a
Registered nurse.
So who wins? Okay. And tough job?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you also? You're like, I'm a CNN.
I'm a surgeon. I take organs of dead people for transplant.
Okay. Did like a patient die tonight and you like?
Yes.
You let him die. You got rid of the shit. You took out the lungs. Let's go see some comedy. Wait, what kind of surgeon are you?
Procurement. So I recover organs for transplant. So
Oh, yeah.
I cannot do shit without my RNs or my CNAs. So
Great.
They're the
Because if they do too good a job, the person's alive, and then you can't get any of the organs. You guys are the real heroes here. What's your name?
Kayla.
You're like, Kayla's working today. Get some new eyes back into the cooler. Very exciting. Okay, what's hardest to take out?
Pancreas.
The pancreas. I imagine that's true because I couldn't tell you where that is.
Me either. I can't fucking find the thing.
That's why you need the nurses. It's there. It's there.
Find me the spleen and we're good, but I still can't find the spleen until the nurse tells me where it is. So.
Do you take out eyeballs?
I don't. We have an eye bank.
Did everyone finish their meal before we go to this?
I'm an abdominals bitch mainly. I like liver, kidneys.
I'm sorry, did you say I'm an abdominals bitch? Is that what it says on your medical degree?
Liver, kidneys, I'm all about it. Don't call me for heart or lungs.
You're like, I'm not a heart whore. I am an abdominals bitch. Anyone else work in the medical profession? What do you do?
Pharmacy intern.
Okay.
Okay. A little bit more of a muted applause, I see. I think some of us have waited for pills a little too long in the pharmacy. And we're like, this abdominals bitch took out the spleen in 2 seconds. Can you fill my Ambien now? That was brave of you to announce yourself amidst all these heroes here today. What's like, is there a drug that's like trending right now?
There's Ozempic.
Ozempic. So,
Yes.
okay. Ozempic. Is you in Ozempic right now?
No.
Is anyone on Ozempic?
No. What is it?
Oh, you don't know what Ozempic is? So, okay, you take it, it makes you skinnier.
So
What
that's
was
the
it?
side effect. It's technically for diabetes.
Yeah.
So it's supposed
sure.
to decrease your blood
So-
sugar.
That's the best goddamn side effect I've ever heard in my entire life. You got fucking suicidal thoughts, diarrhea, dry mouth. This one makes you skinny. Listen, we have to give you this heart medication just so you know. Sometimes it makes your dick 3 inches longer. Oh, no, doctor, no, please. You went to college for musical theater?
Kind of.
Kinda? What does that mean?
Like, I went to college for acting.
Oh. In a way, I guess it is, if you were to rank, like I at least learned how to sing and dance and play piano. You just learned how to be or not to be. Do you remember, how's your acting career going? Do you still do it?
Yes.
Okay, good for you. What was the last thing you did?
Kid show pilot.
A kid show pilot?
Yes.
Union or non?
Non.
And I'm not judging. I fucked up so bad I had to start doing this shit, okay? You think acting is lame? I didn't even have to memorize what I'm saying right now. What was describe the kid show. It didn't make it, I assume?
Well, it was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so it's still good?
It's still good. It's like Blue's Clues, sort of, but for like...
Uh-oh, bad news. They already have one of those. Blue's Clues, but he's red. How's it like Blue's? It's like a mix of like animation and real?
Yeah, and it's sort of like, I guess, how it was pitched to me was Blue's Clues for like the Coco Melon generation.
Jesus Christ. That's like, you know when you feel older and you're like, I don't know what the second part of that sentence means. That's like if I said to you guys, it's like Leave It to Beaver for the Seinfeld group. Okay, so is there an animal in it?
It's like a small ball of clay.
I'm sure the kids are gonna love this. That sounds, no offense, like the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's a small ball of clay with like eyes and a mouth?
Yes.
Can you imitate the voice of the clay?
No.
No?
Why, is it like racist or something? It's a Latina ball of clay. And what's the arc of each episode? Is there like a mystery, or is it just like make me into a pot, or?
It's like we're like exploring different places, and like this is what this is, and this is a pizza oven, this is.
And the clay's like, no! Are you trying to turn me into a plate? Come here, you stupid piece of shit, Paul. We need to get rid of you. The kids don't like you anymore. We need to get an animal in here, stat. I hope it goes. Do you think there's a chance?
I'm optimistic. We're shopping it around.
Hey, what the fuck was that? He said I'm optimistic. Someone who's never laughed the whole show went, finally, this is what I came for. I get the jokes, haha. Let's see someone's dreams die in front of us.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be in Tampa. Second time here. Let's see, last show we had a former Disney princess. We did a show here where we had some porn stars in the crowd. It's kind of what you guys are known for, is Disney porn. And there's a nudist colony. You're shaking your head yes. Have you been?
Oh, I have not been.
You have not been? Okay.
I'm an Amazon delivery driver. Someone had to make a delivery to the nudist colony and did not know.
They didn't know. They were like, I didn't know he'd have a package too. So you're an Amazon delivery guy? And so a friend of yours who just went there and just saw them walking around and was like...
Yeah, he just was like, oh, okay.
That's all it gets to take. Oh, okay. 100 naked people walking around. What did he deliver? Not clothes, I assume.
I don't even know. He just had to deliver packages, like multiple in the colony.
I wonder how many houses it took before he was like, something's up here. That first house, he was like, oh, that's gross. The next house, he's like, you know what? I'm getting used to it now. Third, he's like, this shirt is a little bit itchy. You know what? This isn't natural at all. Amazon delivery guy. You ever run into anything strange at a house?
The other day I had a bull charge at me.
A bull?
Yes.
Wait, just to be clear, not a bulldog, a bull.
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to Amazon, it's like, oh, this big red cape, I wonder who it belongs to. Let me shake it off. Oh my God! I wish I was delivering to the nudist colony right now. What do you mean a bull? I don't understand.
Where I had to make the deliveries, there's like cows and bulls that kind of just like are around, yeah, and like it's kind of like a farm area. And they, on all the notes on all the packages, they're like leave inside the gate because if you don't, the cows will eat the packages. That's what they say. So I just got a little bit too far with my van. And I come back and there's 2 cows and a bull now in between checking out the van. And
so they saw the van and they're like, I'm gonna fuck that van.
I tried to approach, and one that was starting to lick the packages, I left the door open, it started to lick one of the packages, and once I started to try and get back in, it turned around and charged right back at me, so I had to just run back away, and had to just let them kind of do their thing for a little bit.
And the thing, Jeff Bezos won't even let them take a pee break.